this particular forum comes at a very apt time, a time when every part of the world is feeling the impact of a global crisis, and a growing realization that no single party has the capacity to overcome this crisis without all of us working together. I want to agree with the President of Kosovo that this is not really a time for recrimination or pointing fingers. But we really have to accept also that we have seen that the global governance system isn't actually working equitably and fairly for all global citizens. And I think it just draws us to the reality that we have a challenge, and that challenge can only be overcome if we democratize much more our global governance systems, if we are more inclusive in our decision-making process. Like I said, if at a difficult time like this, when you're dealing both with a health crisis, but also an economic crisis, where you have multilateral institutions who I believe are doing their very best, but are dependent on the largest contributors. And when you have the IMF, for example, say they are willing to look at increasing the SDR allocation to the developing world, but that therefore requires the bigger contributors to accept. Now, these bigger contributors are already enjoying great stimulus packages for their citizens, but yet they're not willing to release these SDRs in order to help the less developed world. I think that is not equity in global solutions. We need to find greater equity in global governance in order to be able to ensure that we live in a fair, equitable world where we all take responsibility, and like my brother Moisa said, where we all swim together, because the other option, on the other hand, is that we all sink together.